Thank you for being here. So, look forward to seeing you in Blountville tomorrow.
That's right. Y'all come out 11 o'clock, Alex. We're having coffee in Blountville.
Yep.
Find the info on
Fox Den.
Fox Den.
So, many, if not all of us here, understand the political industrial complex and how that's funded, super PACs, et cetera, et cetera. We also know that the U.S. Senator who we invited to stand on that stage a couple of months ago when we filled this room, and she didn't quite show up to answer questions that we had for her, gets a lot of her campaign funding from out of state. And so my question is, can you teach us a little bit more about how campaign funding will work for you, and how we, in addition to buying a shirt and make a donation on a monthly basis, is there the Democratic National Committee or any other funding that can be leveraged by how we do our campaign support of you?
I mean, this is the best final question ever. He asked me to ask you people for money. You might be my favorite member of the audience today. Yes, please donate. I am not taking, people keep asking about APAC or J Street. That's not going to be me. You're not going to find me taking money from pharmaceutical industries, from charter school voucher programs, from Big Pharma. So I'm behind the 8 ball. We'll talk. So my donors right now are all individual small donors. We have donors from over 100 different cities and towns and hollers across Tennessee. And they range from $1, because a woman gave me $1 and she said, I wanted to help you meet your goal, but I don't get paid till next week, but I want you to know I'm making it recurring because I'm going to help out. I tell you what, it meant more to me than a $2,000 check. But I could use a $2,000 check. In case anybody's wondering, maximum is $5,300 per individual, $10,600 per couple. If you have a PAC that is just for supporting good, strong women like my PAC, they can give us $15,000. So there are other ways and spaces that we can get money. I am hopeful that local parties, that groups like Indivisible and others get involved, and even if you're fundraising for yourself, what you're fundraising for is get out the vote, and that you're activating your community. I love the billboards, don't get me wrong, but if you're making lit and knocking doors, and you can grab some of ours while you're there and pass it out, fantastic, because that's going to help us reach more voters. So there are ways and places. Now, TNDP, the DCCC, all of those don't get involved until after a primary. Our primary's in August. I got to keep making these road trips between now and then. I want to get up on the air before then. There are other people in this primary, not serious people. I say that nicely. I actually met one of them yesterday. He goes by Ditch. He's a country music singer. That's about all I can say about that. There's a woman out of Memphis named Carnita Atwater. She sort of always runs for something, but you can't take her for granted because her last name starts with an A, right? First on the ballot. And then there's some other guy whose name I really can't remember, but he's never voted in the state of Tennessee. The point is, and people could still jump in, right? The deadline hasn't passed. The point is, I got in early because I wanted to put in the work early, talking to people, figuring out how I could help them. I hope that people will respond in kind. And every donation goes back into our campaign. Every bit of it is helping us take road trips, helping us talk to voters, helping us build out our staff. That's what we need right now is, people who can help us. Lovely volunteers are great, but we need staff at all our places. If I could still Terrell and have her be my bag man, she was such a bulldog back there. She was like, y'all leave her alone, let her rest. I would pay her to do that everywhere I go. But truly, at some point, we're going to need paid door knockers, right? At some point, we're going to need ads on TV, and we're going to need to make the ad. And then we're going to need to pay to get it on TV. We're going to need radio ads. We're going to need to be in newspapers. I decided today, actually, I've always been against billboards, And then I saw how many people were at that Buc-ee's in Sevierville, and I said, we got to buy 3 billboards around here. That's going to be 50,000 people every day. I'm kind of not joking. So all of that matters. The thing about donations I would say to you right now is there's no amount that's too small to make a difference. And if you can make it recurring, it's even better, because that means we can count on it every month. So look in your heart tonight, tomorrow, whenever, and say, can I skip a coffee once a month and give $5? Can I skip a meal out and give $25? Do I really want to step up and be a big supporter, because democracy is failing at the moment, and I care about it, and I want to give $200 or more. All of it matters. All of it's going to help us get across the finish line. We will certainly leverage partnerships if and when we get to that point after the primary, but that's when all of that really kicks in. And that's hard, because then you have to already have the skeleton built, right, of where your campaign offices are going to be, and who's going to be the head staffer at them, and who's going to be in charge of phone banking, and who's going to be in charge of door knocking. You kind of got to have that all laid out, and then you got to spend all that money from August to November. So what we're building now builds us to that. And that is important, because understand, whether I go against John Rose or Marsha Blackburn, they're going to have more money than sense. We know it. They already do. But I'm not in this to get wealthy. You're not giving to me. You're giving to us to make this state better, to make a difference. So really, truly, get a t-shirt, get a yard sign, all of that, or just give a donation. But make sure that regardless of what you do tonight, that you stay involved with us. And I'll end on this. Go to greenforgovernor.com. Find us on, I hate social media so much. I'm 47 years old. We're on X, which used to be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all got me on Blue Sky and TikTok. Find me, you see my eye rolls, I hate it so much. But come out there, find us, share our message, and continue to help us build this momentum. Definitely come out tomorrow. Tell your friends that couldn't make it tonight to come and have coffee with us tomorrow before I trek all the way back to Memphis, because I got to get back home to be able to be a part of our No King's Day, right? Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Wow, isn't she great? So we appreciate you coming so much, and here's a indivisible t-shirt. So in just a second, Brad's going to come up. He's going to give us a final word, and then we hope that you'll stay and have some cookies. Now that's going to be too big for you, and you could sleep in it.
No, but Bo, look at this shirt. Are you going to steal this shirt? Yeah, he said possibly.
So I'm really excited about this shirt and the things that Indivisible are doing. The Billboard campaign is funded partly by our t-shirt sales. You all got a program. I want to draw your attention to the fact that Washington County Democratic Party has a new headquarters. We're so excited, and we're going to have an open house on November 4th, which you can remember because it's Election Day, right? So just watch our website for announcements about that. And
it's in the Fearless Center in Johnson City.
That's right, yes. So we've got a way to give to Washington County Democratic Party on your flyer. We've got a way to give to them here. And then I've got a cookie jar back there for Indivisible, because we're pitiful too. So thank you, and Brad, come on up.